My name is Chege Kiuna, a retired teacher, retired in 2007, and I breed dogs both for security and family dogs. Breeding business started in 1985 when my family was attacked by thugs at night. I felt that I would have been more prepared if I had dogs. So at that time I acquired my first 2 dogs, a male and a female puppies, for a total of 600 shillings. They grew, they produced puppies, and people showed interest in the puppies that I had. By the time I sold them, the prices had gone up a bit. They were going for 1,500 each, and I felt that they were a good source of extra income for me and my family. I have not bred any other dogs except German Shepherd dogs, mainly because I found out that the best dogs for security are German Shepherd dogs. When we started, we were probably producing 10 puppies. Then that number started increasing as we gradually got to know how to breed dogs. So that in the 90s and 200s, we were selling quite a good number of dogs, about 50 per year. The black German Shepherd dogs, we sell them at prices ranging between 30 and 60,000 shillings, depending on the quality of the dog. That price range is dependent on a few things. We have to keep the puppy for about 2 months before we start selling. And for each day that puppy is feeding away from the mother's food, the puppy is going to eat about 1,000 shillings a day up to about 2 or 3 weeks. There are 2 main categories of vaccinations. And in total, it is going to cost you close to 10,000 shillings for vaccinations alone. If the dogs are not gone by the time they are 3 months and you still sell them for 60,000 shillings, then you will be selling that puppy at a loss, because not very many people want grown-up puppies. They want them when they are young. So sometimes you have to sell them for even 10,000 shillings, which means that you have made quite a heavy loss on the dog. Our customers are mainly private individuals, but occasionally we also sell to security companies, government bodies like the police, KRA, and the wildlife services, because they know that our dogs are good for doing security work. In 1984, dog breeders were mainly white people who are exclusive. They didn't want to tell Africans what they were doing and to raise good dogs. So we had to do a lot of experimenting, and that killed very many of our dogs as we tried. But we gradually were able to overcome that. We generally didn't know about dogs' health. We had seen dogs in the village, the way they were not cared for, and they would grow up. So we lost very many puppies as they were growing up. Getting people to trust that they can buy good dogs from me. But with the time, people have come to trust that Africans can also produce good dogs. For somebody who would like to get in there, I think they would need to start preparing quite early, because it calls for an investment which I would call a bit heavy. Also, you have to decide on which breed of dog you are interested in. Each breed has its own needs. Don't get into dog breeding because you want to make money. because for the first few years you might not make any money. You must love the breed of dog that you want to keep. Because if you don't love dogs, if you don't like spending time with the dogs, then you are not going to be able to make your dogs sellable. Running a dog business, breeding business, doesn't just go for buying. There are other expenses which come in. If you don't want to spend money on the dogs, then you will not get a good quality dogs.